Hey YouTube, or Instagram, whoever sees this first. Just want to touch on some of my, like Smith & Wesson knives. I just do. Some of my daily carry knives. This is the oldest one that I've got. I've had it forever. It's been through hell and back. It's got this really grippy, good feel to it. I don't know what that texture is. Some of it's worn off, but I've had it for well over a decade. It's my go-to knife for everyday carry. It's worn still, though. It's very sharp. Holds a good edge. Not as good as some other knives. It's got the serrations. They're still really sharp. I probably need to sharpen it again. It's a Tanto. It's great for whatever you want to do with it. Cuts well. You can defend yourself with it. I've never had to tighten the screws up on it or anything like that. That's the type of locking mechanism most of these are. This is a really cool knife. I'll use it a lot. It holds a good edge. It's very sharp. It's got this embossed Smith & Wesson, which, this is the Extreme Ops. That's held up pretty good. The lettering on there, and the actual serial number. But this one's sort of laser engraved on there. It's got a texture. And it's got an added feature, a light on a knife. It's very cool. It's got this, portion where you can put your finger, to use the knife. It's ambidextrous. It's also got good lettering on the belt clip. And the belt clip works good. Smith & Wesson logo. It's also got a seat belt cutter and a window glass breaker, which this one, well, I'm dropping them all. Which this one does too. Seatbelt cutter, glass breaker. This one I like because it keeps an extremely good edge. It's got a really good feel to it. It's very grippy. It's like this rubber material. It's also got the sort of like laser etched Smith & Wesson and Smith & Wesson logo on there. But this one really keeps an edge. Good Smith & Wesson logo on it. It's got a good belt clip. I've never had to tighten it up. Ambidextrous opening. I've never had to tighten the screws up on it or anything like that. It's very sharp. It's got the serrations too. And then we've got this one's my Smith & Wesson Tanto. That has the cord wrap handle. It's also got the the little plastic sheath for it, belt clip. I use this one a lot too. As you can probably tell, it's got grease on it right now. But it comes in handy. You could use this for whatever, cutting whatever you want. It does hold a good edge. It's probably as good an edge as the black one there. Fixed this one today. This one was messed up. It's a fully automatic. It's heavy. It's a very heavy knife. Very quick. Good actuator. But I guess I was a little rough with it, adding in with a bunch of other knives. And this part right here, this lip, this part right here was bent in so that the knife wouldn't function properly. And it bent the claw of the spring that has to latch onto the knife blade, so it wouldn't function. And I was like, oh man, I didn't see that it was like that until after I took it apart. 6 of these little hex nut screws, and a little knife action just to turn it sideways, or screwdriver, whichever. I used a knife, and took it all the way apart, inspected everything, put it back together after I found out what was wrong with it, and it works like magic. Very sharp blade. Dual blade, very sharp. I like it because it's got the Punisher logo on it. It's a knockoff of something. It has no markings other than the Punisher. I bought it at a flea market. I also bought this one at the same flea market. This Smith & Wesson one here. It's got a really, really, really strong belt clip. And this thing is a chunk. It's got this glass breaker, but you could also use it to, pop somebody in the noggin because it's a heavy knife, or, use it as a weight in your hand, or just use it as a knife. I love that ting, ting. But, yeah. It's not slippery or anything. It's got pretty good serrations on it, I could put take some Talon grip tape and put it in this position, along here, and now that I think about it, I think I'll do that. It won't change really the look or the feel of the blade, it won't change in a bad way the look of the thing. It is what it is. This is embossed on there, so it's got a really good texture. I like it. I like the Punisher. Check out Thomas Jane playing the Punisher. I used to have 2 1911s that I completely customized and made them into 45 Super and compensators, the whole 9-yard trigger job. A lot of aftermarket parts, and I carried those. I open carried those for a long time. It's just in a phase. I'm thinking about getting another 1911. I probably will, and it's going to at least be a 45 Super, if not and a 450 SMC short magnum cartridge, if not a 460 Roland. I've owned a 460 Roland, and I really like that horsepower. So, please like and subscribe. Thank you.